streaming. And, I should have even pointed down further, but whatever. Should I just block my ugly face? It's the first time I managed to get my 3D, my switch here to, whee! Actually work there. I should change the card. The game. Bravely default 2. Which I've just been farming through the ocean. Knox, which only the special edition has a booklet for. In the days where a game's booklet wasn't a special edition feature. Hey, isn't that working nicely? No, sound, especially because say the browser shit. It's not even loading here. I don't see it transmitting. That's not good. But then I didn't even send it to anybody. Well, this is a fucking failure, isn't it? I do have a recording now, so whatever. People are going to just end up asking questions on there, I guess. By the way, anyone saw the continuation of Twin Peaks? Not worth it. I can't hear it. It's weird. It doesn't go to my speaker. I'll be able to play Nox anyway. So, yeah, what do we have? I recommend looking at Bill C-36, the censorship shit going on, crime laws, and all that other crap. Be important to look into on your own. And we've been seeing stuff about a gay chorus, and that just looks something wonderful. A gay chorus. Just trying to grab your kids. Don't worry, I'm not. But I'm not I'm bi, and I'm not quite into hurting children myself. Oh, damn. I can do that. I can actually show this thing's zoom function. Ain't that neat? This would probably be good for my shall I get banned, try to get banned thing on Twitch. Woo. So, how much money do I have here? Or is it, does it even show? Maybe it's, so to go check at the store or something. Status? Gar stop. Oh, brother. I think the most important thing right now is discussing, well, what we have now is like, it's getting weird because, guess what? They are after your children. I'm not. It's like far left wackos. Grr, shut up. Are fucking after your children. And, there seems to be an unquestioned level of pedophilia and the love involved in all this. I mean, Now, they say it was tongue-in-cheek, but who the hell believes that leftists in the gay man's chorus have a sense of humor? They're all post-humor. They convinced us that humor is wrong, and it hurts, and it can't, and it's not allowed. They have no sense of humor, so why the hell would we presume to believe them when they say things like that? Not enough money for. Wait a minute. Maybe it'll tell me how much money I have now. What the? Oh, total cost. I have 547. Maybe I get the broadsword. I don't know. We'll check. How would I even be? Oh, run, 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 run. Yeah. There's no reason to take a leftist with a sense of humor, since they've basically banned having a sense of humor. I mean, really. And in the 90s, singing something like that would be easily taken as tongue-in-cheek, although probably as a bad Saturday Night Live skit. And Gurr, shut up. My dog is gonna be. The people moving in next door. I chose this time to do this. Leather armor. Well, that is a plus, isn't it? Okay. You said hitting X. Oops. Yeah, so, why the hell would we bother taking their word for it? They're obviously. They're the creepiest motherfuckers, too, in that choir thing, too. I mean, you have to pick the creepiest guys, the guys that you would call and complain about if. Oh, call and complain about it, regarding, this guy's kind of looking at my kid. I'd like you to take care of him. So many new options here. A few days since I played. Oh yeah, so I'm over top of that now. So I should be able to get that thing down there. Ah, where did I fall? This is a cool ability. Very cool ability. I'll go look around here in the vantage point to vantage point. Something to do down here. So yeah, I mean, there's no real reason to believe it's a joke, because they've been trying to keep us from joking all this time. They've been canceling people for joking and making fun of people. I mean, if we said jokes like that about them, it'd be considered phobic of some sort. I'm not sure which. Well, maybe just roll the dice and figure your way there. I can't go past the magical barrier. Oh. Oops. Yeah, so, Yeah, it's crazy. So there's no real reason to just to buy into any of that crap. I mean, if the left wanted to go the humorous way, they should have done that to begin with. They shouldn't have been trying to say, well, that's offensive, that's offensive, that's offensive. Guess what? You painted yourself in a fucking corner, and you ruined everything for as far as that goes. Wrong button. Ooh, what the hell? Can I get up there? Is that just... I'm not even sure what those are. I'm on the land, so now I have to look normal. So yeah, and that's the some of the commentary is just referring to what I see in the game. But it's that's really that. I mean, I don't believe you. You say it's a joke, but you're anti-joke, you lefty freaks. And bad timing. I mean, that would have been a funny joke in the 90s because then they were talking about gay agendas and stuff like that. And tongue-in-cheek would have worked then. I mean, really, I mean, is there any possible reason for that? And I mean, I can't see any. I'll move this to my fucking TV. Uh, one on that roof. Little blue walls in this game. Blah 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 knocks. The Y is 9. Not bad. Not bad so far. Damn it. Anywho. Now we get to hate crimes, and another thing the right is doing wrong. I guess I'd like to talk about Bill C-36 and or Bill C-39, Trudeau's little horrendous censorship plan. But when these churches burn, and I'm going to say a few things about this actually, because let's face it, I mean, while the churches burn, there are people on the right actually calling it a hate crime. And I'm thinking, well, when did the right believe in hate crime, thought crime, crime of motive? We don't even know the pure motives of the criminals. I mean, it's a means of finding criminals. Yeah, burning churches is a horrible thing to do, and it's what's this guy about? Cat on the hot tin roof. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to burn a church. It's a horrible thing to burn a holy place and places people in the communities gather too. I mean, shit. But yeah, it's a horrendous crime. But it's just that, like any other crime. I mean, no one's getting cuddly over burning shit down. No one's getting cuddly over murdering people. No one's getting cuddly over any violent property crime of envy or lust or whatever. Well, lust might be without hate, but Not the crime elements of lust, though. Not like rape and stuff. I mean, oh, I love this person. I'll just force myself on them. I love this person. These people. I'm gonna burn their church down. And that just doesn't happen. People are not gonna do that out of love. I mean, am I supposed to believe this? Am I supposed to buy into this nonsense that somehow someone lovingly burned down a church? Am I supposedly go, oh, well, now it's a Catholic church. I'm a Catholic. I should support hate crime laws to stop the burning of churches. I mean, fuck you. No reason to call any of it hate. And that's really that. I mean, we, you cannot lower yourself to their level. Lefties, how the hell will I get up there? You can't lower yourself up to the level of a lefty, and you just can't. I mean, you don't take away their gun because they might hurt you. If they try to hurt you, you shoot them, and thank your own right to own a gun. And you can't do stuff to people and do stuff period based on what might happen to you, what might happen to somebody. That big word might. It becomes a dangerous thing, and there are a lot of people who say stupid things like Harsha Walia and stuff like that. She believes in diversity of tactics, but she won't actually do them herself. Uh, she has a right to say burn it down. I mean, I'm not concerned about her fucking opinion. Anyone who follows her, anyone who follows her word, her position on that is, well, they're gonna just do it because they want to do it, and they're just gonna use that as a justification, and that's what a lot of this stuff is. It's just stupid self justifications, and no one should. Uh, no one should be penalized for it because someone thinks it's hate. Yeah, it's probably not the kindest thing. It's usually some moron trying to win brownie points with some stupid group of people. And these notions of fire, too, I mean, unless it's done by a group of people like the clan on horses, but even that, it's like, but it's usually a fire starter is someone who gets off on it through adrenaline, gaining adrenaline or sexual thrill. It's not exactly. It's not, I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider it anything ideological. There's nothing fire says anything that's. There's nothing ideological spoken in regards to fire. Hmm. Tricky place in this game. So many doors you can't enter. Ooh, I can enter this one? Wonder what that's for. Oh, was this the locked? Yeah, this is the locked door upstairs. Okay. The business place. I'm supposed to be helping. Okay. So yeah, let's not delve into the world of I mean, libertarian, left, rightist, whatever. I mean, I guess right authoritarian would be the thing that trying to police people's thoughts. and we don't fall into that temptation, man. It's, I mean, we shouldn't be thought policing. That's just not cool. So what else is going on in this world now? Ooh, maybe I found a way. I don't. I think I had to unlock more of this stuff to get up there. Ooh. So yeah, and that's that. I mean, thought policing is a dangerous game, man. We don't want to get into. You don't want to. Ooh, treasure chest. You don't want to get into that world. Wardrobe, warlock elixir. Um, we don't want to. We don't want to lose our rights because someone gets set up their ass about the church or whatever. And we don't give Trudeau ideas either. Maybe he doesn't want to make it a hate crime. I mean, really, that's just not bright either. I don't think this is gonna. Hmm. So yeah, I mean that's shit. I just screwed that up. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get further up there, am I? Unless. Oh, come on. Oh. Unless, I mean, we've got a bunch of stuff. Uh, unless what? I must have been confused about that. Let's see if we got some headlines here. We're talking about false labeling COVID origin discussion reminiscent of climate change debate, observers say. Epoch Times, very worth having. It's kind of nice to have actually paper. Rodeos, reunions, hugs, as health orders vanish out west. Jason Kenney, fucking asshole. Now, it shouldn't be surprising with Jason Kenney, by the way. Whereas I stuck out with the Reform Party to the bitter end until it became United Alternative. Well, until they kicked me out while I was opposing United Alternative. Those pragmatists like Kenney were deciding to make the Tory Party Tory again. Make the Tories bring out the blue rather than fight for a Western party. Which means all sorts of treachery. Jason Kenney, ironically, he started a unity party up in Alberta, the United Conservative Party, and betraying old principles. Guess what happened? You end up with him and Shandro sucking on beers and while everyone is being oppressed and denied business abilities and not allowed to worship. And this is an interesting point too. It's like the moment there was victimhood to have, Protestants were glad to call Catholics Christian so they can wrap themselves in that too, claim they're victims of it as well. That's kind of hilarious. But I would, as far as these church burnings go, I would wait until they figure it out. I think it should be looked at as a very non-political thing. That way, no one's calling themselves political prisoners. Just look at it as violent assholes ruining everything, ruining everyone's fun, worship, and everything else. Just like COVID. It's just a bunch of losers who are trying to ruin everyone else's life and way of living and stuff like that. It's just unconscionable. Washington State, Washington States sue Google and yeah, antitrust. I'm not sure if Google's an antitrust issue though. I mean, you can go to Yahoo, Bing, Go, DuckDuckGo. The video platform like Odysee is starting to be fine, although this thing is not transmitting the stuff. Or is Raybald leaving? I don't know. You might want to talk to the PPC candidate who ran against Raybald. In 2019, she worked for Raybald, and apparently Raybald was not good enough not to run against from that former liberal office that she was working at. So Naomi's an all-right Polak. I don't see what she sees in the PPC or Bernier, but she seems to be a follower, I guess, would probably be the best. She's got some hero worship, I guess. I mean, she doesn't know about the $500 million Bernier okay to Haiti and foreign aid and things of that nature. Mango's great stuff. Not to mention he lost a file at a cafe table while getting serenaded by his girlfriend or whatever. God knows what kind of honeypots that idiot must have fallen for. I mean, I met him. He was not an impressive guy, and I'm not really surprised. I'm surprised with myself this long to discover his foreign aid thing. I mean, he's also a permanent member of the Privy Council, of the Queen's Privy Council. So there's that as well. And they get a salary, not quite as much as a cabinet minister usually gets, but still, it's a salary for. Well, they didn't even approve the royal weddings recently, so they're really not doing much but collecting a salary. So he's still considered a right honorable because of that too. Just look it up. Look up Queen's Privy Council Canada. DuckDuckGo.com. Watchdog Group seeks to disclose U.S. Postal Service's social media snooping. Social media snooping. How do you snoop around something that people put up publicly? I don't get. I mean, people choose to share stuff publicly. Some people choose to share too much. Really, I mean, family pictures and stuff, they don't even put them on special lists when they can. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, can't see there, but if you go to my website, goliberty.org or something, and you'll find a link about suggested books. Occasionally I'll put a suggested book thing there. It's a good idea. You can go to itemshop.org, and get merchandise that I drew or designed in some way. Some of it is even my censorship history. So you can enjoy that from my Cafe Presto. Is hard to deal with right now. But it's especially worth it if you're in the States. It's a bit of a tariff on the way here. Well, it's a bit of a handling fee, I guess. But it's all original stuff, and you never know when it's going to be taken down by some sort of censorious habit. So could end up being a collector's item too. Never know. So you never know where I'm at. I am up for, I've filed my papers to be leader of the Libertarian Party. There might be up to 4 candidates. Libertarian Party of Canada. I recommend joining and try to fight the federal government. We should basically get rid of pretty much all of it, because it's really just an organization of busybodies who take most of the country's money and give it away to civil servants, through civil servants they pay, to Ontario and Quebec. And some corporate welfare to boot. It doesn't really help anybody. I know mass transit projects, but really the mass transit projects just increase housing costs. If you're worried about housing costs, why the hell would you want that? It just creates bedroom communities and a way for rich people to send away the help to another town and ensure that they'll just get there when they need them aid. Well, and check my description. There's some interesting things, like if you need sound equipment, or if you want a nice treat, that Van Rip stuff is good. Or sorry, Rip Van. It's based on a Dutch thing. I can't remember what it's called. I grew up on it, but they make very good versions of it, and in different flavors. So it's really worth it. I have had that. And have a good night, morning, evening, whatever. Hope you enjoyed what you heard. I'm ending the stream and video now, and then the audio.